Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading could resonate. And if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. Infinite Creator, Olodumare, to my higher self, my Ori, Eshu, Obatala, to the Agum Marine Laye, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, to my benevolent ancestors, known and unknown, Florian Williams, Norman Williams, Exius Willie, thank you for allowing me to source the most accurate reading for those with Sagittarius placements in their chart. All right, guys, let's get into this reading. It's a 5-card spread, including the top and bottom of the deck. Your first card out is Temperance in reverse. And we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Knight of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Swords in the upright. Last card out, Ten of Wands in the reverse, okay? Then, at the top of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles in the upright, okay? Guys, this looks like you are going through a testing phase, okay? So take this as it resonates, because this could either be talking about a testing phase within your own like spiritual growth and emotional feelings and healing. Definitely something with healing. You could be going through a testing phase with something that you're creating. You could be going through a testing phase around relationships, okay? So take it as it resonates. With Temperance here, there is a need to heal, all right? We got these cups here, all right? So, you know, the first thing that could come to mind is like drinking or overconsumption, like overdoing something, overflowing, feeling empty, right? There could be this empty feeling. I do think that there are things that are coming up that are blocks. These blocks, I keep feeling like there's I'm gonna tell you, this is what I really feel. I feel like you may feel like you're being forced to heal at this time. And you possibly are looking for ways to do it quickly with the Knight of Wands, okay? But you need to go a little bit more slow. These are your knights, but this is that contrasting energy again I always pick up. That the healing process isn't a fast thing, or maybe whatever it is that you're doing. Remember, take it as it resonates. Whatever you are testing or going through, it is not quick. And with the Ten of Wands in reverse, this could be like shortcuts, you know, trying to get away from responsibility. You know, what's the quickest way to do a particular thing? And, you know, going fast or looking for a shortcut or this one thing, thinking that one particular thing will make it all better, is not the way this will get solved, okay? Yeah, give me a sec, guys. You could be feeling like, I'm trying to heal, but there isn't enough love, like who supports me? Now, I'll tell you this, your angels and guides are around you with Temperance. You may or may not know that because of the situations you find yourself in. This reminds me of the reading that we had yesterday. The funny thing is, yesterday, Rachel had commented that, you know, did I notice the orbs around me? And I went back and I looked, I found them, and I, you know, thanked her for that, because every day I wake up and I know I'm doing this particular thing by myself. You know, I don't have a partner to back me up. My family members don't say, hey, Justin, we love the channel, keep going. I don't have like children that I could, you know, pay attention to, and I don't want to think about my own life. You know what I mean? So when I do this, I really am doing this by myself, right? But to see my ancestors, whether I see them in my dreams, because I love, especially when my grandmothers visit me in my dream, and then to see the orbs, reminds me that like I'm not alone, even though in my waking rational time of day I feel by myself. The reason why I need to feel that way is in order for me to plan and strategize and map out a method that works for me that helps me to feel stable. That is my responsibility. While I'm doing that, my ancestors and guides are protecting me. Even though I feel like, because emotionally it makes me feel like nobody's around, nobody's protecting me. But they are, because I see them in my dreams. I'm catching them on camera, right? But that doesn't mean that, you know, that's what I'm thinking about every second of the day. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, they're around me all the time. That's not what I think all the time. You know, it's a memory to hold, but it's up to me to create the stability. You know, if you're lacking any stability, right? It's up to me to create that. And right now, you could be having roadblocks in partnering up with people, right? Possibly making friends or love relationships, but it's because you're going through a healing phase. Honestly, I feel like when you're in this phase, because we've talked about this, guys, like, you know, being in solitude and, you know, your guides and angels keeping certain people away from you. I do feel like it's more so your vibration. You know, like if you had just got out the hospital and you're healing, you're not doing particular things. You can't do everything. Even when you get to a point where it's like, oh, I can start doing this now. It's not like you can start doing everything now. So you're something like that in your vibration that's causing a healing that is not allowing you to partner up with people or maintain certain relationships right now, because you're really just dealing with things that that are possibly necessary for you to heal. Because with this energy of 10 of Wands, I feel like that forcing, like I'm trying to not deal with this. I would rather, you know, go out with friends, start a new relationship, X, Y, and Z, go drink, you know, go hook up, Knight of Wands in reverse. And I shared that, you know, feeling like, you know, this isn't normal, so let me start hooking up. And then boom, what happens when I hooked up? I get that vampire dream that I told you guys about yesterday. So all of this stuff is coming up, and I think you're trying to heal. I think you're trying to find the best method that works, and then sometimes it just doesn't last long enough. And then you go blaming yourself, because this is what the 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands. I think you blame yourself for like everything. It's like, I don't have help with all of whatever I'm dealing with, and it's all on me. And then at night, you're like upset about the way the day went or the way something didn't go. It's okay to not get it right. Okay. You are not failing. Like I said earlier, you're testing your right method. That's what you get in the Knight of Pentacles. You're finding the method that works for you, that makes you feel stable, makes you feel strong. When certain things come up, it's like, oh, okay, when I feel like I'm being tested, I use this method and that works. I don't want to say pacifies any kind of hurt or anger, but you are able to deal with it. I do feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, exercise, health, mental health are all important. Even when you get temperance and stuff like this in the reverse, you may, some of you, not all of you, may have like mental conditions. I've shared, like I have ADD, right? ADHD. And that can affect, you know, depression. It could affect the amount of energy I have. And it's important for me to stay aware of that, to know when I need to take my ADD meds or not, you know, to know that I need to possibly have a more balanced diet rather than rely on my medication. Like, it's stuff like that. I'm not saying you all have a mental disorder or disability, but if you do, it's the awareness of that. Like, when is that thing kicking in while I'm going through this phase of healing? Guys, because that's a separate thing. I had a conversation about this. You know, not only are we dealing with spiritual growth and spiritual healing, we're not perfect human beings. All of us have different ailments, whether they be mental or physical, and we got to get around those things at the same time, heal and grow emotionally and spiritually, right? So it's not easy. It's not easy, and I always say that. It's not an easy thing, but there are methods to getting this right. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's to the point where we are not immobilized by our blocks, our hurts, and things from the past, regrets, any kind of regret. So be easy on yourself at this time. don't rush it. I think you think right now, like, I better find the method, the healing method that works so I can get the love and support that I think I deserve. Or, you know, like, if this is not about you emotionally, like, let's say this is about your business, you know, I'm trying to hurry up and find the right method that makes everything work, you know, and this is just letting you know that you have time and that you just need to get the right method, and you have time to find the right method, and that rushing makes no sense. Now, Queen of Swords feels like a couple things. It feels like even though this is an emotional, spiritual thing, do not discount your logic, like thinking. This is why I brought up, you know, the exercising, or if you need medication or something like that. Like, logically think, there could be something else going on with me. Let me see. You know, that's if that's your case. The other thing that I feel with the Queen of Swords is manipulation. So all of these, like, relationships that get stopped or halted in a certain way, ask yourself if there's a degree of a manipulation going on. And is that something that I've dealt with throughout my life or in my love relationships? Why is that coming up? That is something about me that needs to be healed so that I'm no longer being manipulated, all right? Or dealing with very severe or harsh energies, right? Some of us maybe have grown up with parents that were severe, or we dealt with certain situations where we think that that's our norm, and that's not normal, and we have to stop accepting that, because there is a lot of severity here with the Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords energy, okay? Give me a second. Just know that you're not forsaken with this Temperance, Ace of Cups energy in the reverse. I do feel like this, like, you know, God, why have you left me? Why are you doing this to me? You know, I don't deserve this. That energy will make you very impulsive with Temperance in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. Your impulsiveness will kick in when you feel like I'm not healing properly. Getting impatient about it. Hold on. It's just some, you are healing emotional blocks and disturbances right now. That's what's happening. You're just healing emotional blocks and disturbances. And because you are in this phase of healing, other things that you think should be happening aren't happening, right? But that's not where your focus should be, because Ten of Wands is talking about the distractions. The card in the upright, you have two cards in the upright, Nine of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. What will, it may be boring, what will take away all this anxiety and worry at night is something practical. Very, very practical, okay? The one thing in your reading yesterday, you had the Hangman, and the one word that I did not use was surrender. And in this case, because the Knight of Pentacles is slow moving, but, you know, will reach the destination and everything, you have to just surrender to this testing phase. Surrender to the process. Give up. Give up. Tell yourself, maybe it's not time for love right now. I'll just give up. And not in the way that I'll never have love again, but it's like, you know, I'm going to make me more of a priority right now, rather than figure out, is there something wrong with me because I don't have a relationship? Actually, all of this will help you have the best relationship if we can find out your emotional blocks. Why do I keep drawing in the wrong person? You know, things like that. Like, if I were to get something healthy, am I healthy enough to keep it? Okay? And don't blame yourself. All of this isn't you, but all of the healing is your responsibility. And that sucks, okay, a little bit. But it's better that it's your responsibility than someone else's, because no one else can do this for you like you. Okay? You can find your support, but if you find that, you know, if therapy isn't working or whatever, that means it's asking you to be a little bit more involved in the process. Okay? Give me a second. Also, don't rush this, because whatever is coming is worth the wait. You're going to get what you want. It's worth it. It's worth the wait. It's worth the process of healing. It's worth letting go of the impulsive behavior. Trust me, if you just give over to whatever this healing process is, or this testing phase is going to bring about something really, really good for you. Really good. Know that you are supported. You possibly just aren't supported in the ways you believe you should. I think you're looking for flesh and blood support, you know, that's around, that's reassuring, and it's not always there. You are being guided, but this is a toughening up phase. It's a healing phase and a toughening up phase. Okay, and I'm telling you, it's more about a mental toughness than anything. Spiritual toughness as well, but like mentally being able to handle some stuff, handle some people, you know, to not let certain things get in the way or injure you. See, you need to get to a point where what people say and do that you have no control over doesn't make you so angry or so emotionally immobilized that you're not moving forward anymore. That's that manipulation and control. All I gotta do is say this. All I have to do is do this. And I know that I could get so-and-so to just break down. They'll give up. They won't keep going. That's all that has to happen. You make them feel alone. Do this and do that. No, we need you to be tougher than that. Way tougher than that. And all you have to do is figure out, because before anything and everything happened to you guys, you were strong. You are strong. You're just getting back to the state you were at before you started taking on and believing things that weren't true about you. And then based on those things, making your own free will decisions that, you know, were going against you, right? You are healing things that you've done and that other people have done. But you are protected, even though it feels like you're doing all this healing alone. You are protected, okay? You're not alone. It just feels like when you're in a testing phase, it reminds me of when I was working in healthcare. You know, when you get these benefits, they had to go through a benefit testing phase where all these scenarios are run on the benefits to make sure they work properly. That's what's happening here. You know, you're going through certain things that are making sure that you are prepared. You're prepared for certain things about you, those benefits, those strengths, to see if they really work. Do they work? If this happens, do you have that skill, that ability, that gift? Does it work? Right? So take it easy. All right, guys. If the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. If you want to book a personal reading, the link to book is in the description box below. All right, guys. See you.